Hello Minecraft people, we are back on the Kahoolo Craft server, and as you can tell, I've been busy trying to get my house pretty much finished. I've got I kind of raised it up a couple blocks, and I made the windows a little bit bigger in the just on the front. I don't know how well that's going to turn out or whatnot, but and I kind of made the balcony here and whatnot. But as you guys can see, I do have a little tree farm going on here, but it's just not enough to keep me going in wood. It just takes so much wood to build in this type of style. It's not even funny. So I'm gonna go try to see if I can find a redwood forest. And I thought we would talk about a few things as we are looking for this forest. I do have a dark oak forest here, but I want some redwood, a bunch of it. So I had somebody ask me a question the other day, and they asked me if I was bullied when I was in school. And to me, I think everybody has been bullied at some point. Even some big macho looking guys, there's always somebody that has something to do with bullying. Oh, here's some wood. So I'd have to say yes, because I was not the biggest person in school. I was not big, muscular, or anything like that. I was in sports. I love sports, but I was never the big one. I was never somebody always picked me and whatnot, but I was always into some kind of a sport or whatnot. But and me being so skinny and always usually the new kid, because my dad had moved around quite a bit when I was a kid, and so I was always the new kid at school, and they usually end up getting picked on, getting bullied, whatnot. But I was always pretty well quiet, and it didn't bother me until like I was in a bad mood or something. And then I would always get in a fight, which is probably not the best thing, because nowadays you get in a fight and you just don't go to the principal and you guys sit down and get punished. Nowadays, if you actually beat people up, they tend to press charges against you, assault charges and whatnot. So it's changed a lot since I was a kid. Whenever we got in a fight and it was pretty much over, majority of the time it would actually end, and you would actually shake hands with the person and it would be done. Nowadays it's come to be like if you do something bad against something or somebody, then they end up trying to get other people involved in it, and it just gets drug out, and it's just not worth it. But yes, I had my share of being bullied. I remember one time when I can't remember what school it was or anything. I was pretty young, and school had just ended, and I was outside, and I already had a bad day, and I was waiting for my dad to pick me up from school, and these two boys come over and started picking on me and calling me names and stuff. Most of the time I just ignored it, but like I said, I was in a bad mood. So I got in a fight with them, and they both were on me, punching me and whatnot, and I was punching them, and my dad pulled up, and I glanced over and noticed that he was sitting there, and we were still fighting. And after it was over, I asked my dad, why didn't you get out and help me, get me out of the fight and whatnot? And he says, it's just something that you have to learn for yourself. And at the time I didn't realize it, but he was right. And and I did get in trouble because it was still on school property. We ended up, I forget what we had to do, but we had to stay after for school and didn't have recess, and which recess is everything to a kid in grade school. That's like their life. That and PE or lunch, it was like one of those things, and I was like very upset for a long time, and we ended up getting along pretty good because we had to stay after class and do extra work and clean up after other students and whatnot. But we ended up being quite good friends. We ended up being on the same baseball team, and after all that, getting in the fight with the person, well, both of them, but mainly friends with the main culprit in it. But I don't know. The way I think about it is usually the bullies, the ones that do the bullying, are the ones that actually get bullied a lot for themselves. Where did my horse go? Horsey. Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's why I kind of figure that, which I didn't know that back then, but I've came to realize after many years of being bullied and whatnot, is it's usually the one that is the bully is usually the one he's been bullied before, and that's just his way of, because there is female bullies too, girl bullies, just like the boys. Oops, I forgot to say goodbye to Riley. But like I said, there's bullies everywhere, and usually, like I said, the bullies are the ones that's been bullied before, and that's their only way of retaliating, is to take it out on somebody else, like that had happened to them. But my advice for somebody getting bullied, it depends on the bullying. I mean, if it's just name calling and stuff, but if it gets physical, then you really need to actually tell somebody about it. I know it's kind of hard to actually report other people for stuff. They think you're a snitch and all that stuff, but sometimes if it's getting physical, like somebody's punching you or hurting you, pulling your hair and stuff like that, because I know that's what a lot of girls like to do. They like to pull that's their idea of being a bully, is pulling hair and stuff. For me, I've seen girls can be, if not just as mean, but meaner than a lot of the boys. And I've been bullied by girls too, but usually whenever you're bullied by girls, it usually means that they kind of got a crush on you. I'm sure it's happened to some of you guys out there that you have girls that bully you or tease you and stuff, and they end up liking you. I guess that goes the same way with boys too. A lot of times when boys tease a girl, they kind of got a crush on that girl. But like I said, my advice, unless it's physical, if it's name calling and stuff, it's usually best just to ignore them and act like it doesn't bother you or whatnot. A lot of times they'll just get tired of failing to basically piss you off, so they end up just giving up. Or you can try to actually talk to them, not tell them, ask them to stop or anything, because that just makes it worse. But try to start a conversation about something. Hey, bring up Minecraft. You never know, they might be really into Minecraft. You never know. But let's see how much wood I do have. Oh, way not enough. And I don't want to go around. Yeah, I guess I can make it a little bit. There's only a couple trees left up here. But yeah, I've been to some schools where you would think you would get bullied a lot, but I've been to a few schools that, like, I'll just put it this way. I was in a school in Southern California, and me being a white boy, you would think that I would have got into a lot of fights and a lot of trouble, and it was just the opposite. I never had one lick of trouble at all. It was just one of the best schools I've been to. Even though there was a lot of fights and stuff going on, at that time it was not real bad, like everybody brought guns to school and all that stuff. Every once in a while you would see knives. But back then it was supposed to be a real rough school and whatnot, but it was one of my best schools that I went to in where I lived. Never had any troubles at all. That's what I said. It's hard to believe sometimes. The one place where you think you won't get along with people, and you end up making a lot of good friends. But I think since it's dark, I think I'm going to go ahead and head back. And this guy's eyeballing my horse. Nope, you're not going to eat my horse. He has diamond armor on and everything. Let's go home, horsey. Oh, nope. I don't want to pull you. I want to ride you home. There we go. Let's get on out of here. And I think we are over. Whoop, there's another zombie and a skelly. Whoa! Let's not go down there. Oh, ooh, that was close. And this horse is quite fast. I kind of like this horse, so I don't want him to die. Let's head down this way. Missed the creeper. It's right on top of that. Ooh, let's right on top of it here. There we go. Try to get across here without falling down in there, because riding into the forest is a pain in the butt. But guys, we really didn't do much but talk about bullying. Let's go ahead and try to get back, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut. And actually, we'll just go to spawn after I drop my horse. Oh no, don't fall down in there. Let's go up here. There we go. Okay, let's mosey on across here. See if we can do it without falling down in here. Yes. Looks like we're going to make it. Wow, look at all the skeletons. Holy moly. And yep, right over here is where I live. Think we're getting close. There it is. And I had to do some extra work on. Did you look at that? It didn't break. Huh. I didn't notice, but I kind of built this wrongly, so I had to fix it. It looks much better now. So let's go ahead and it's getting kind of laggy on this horse now. Let's drop this horse off and head to spawn. Try to get through here. Ouch. There we go. And I might end up building my house a little bit different over here, because if I do find a mesa, I don't want to use a rail cart to get there. I would rather like ride my horse in the nether. In one door, I'm not going to be able to get through with my horse, unless I kind of tear it down and put my horse in here, or a horse for that matter. So let's go ahead and head to spawn. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with my nether tunnel here, so you guys will just have to bear with me as I figure that out. But right now, let's go ahead and head into the nether portal, which is, this is one of the things I wanted to show you. As you can see here, I went ahead and made another hub, and it's kind of neat. I mean, it's nothing real big and fancy, but they have little spots for people to put their nether portal tunnels and whatnot. And a couple people have already done that, as you can see. So let's go ahead and head into spawn. And as you can see, somebody went ahead and made a tunnel, or not a tunnel, but a new portal to get in. Kind of tied it into spawn and whatnot. But right here is what I did for everybody at spawn. I made a little automatic chicken cooker. So you can tell it's cooking away. I'm getting more feathers than chicken, but I guess that's what you'll have. Also, I had some trouble with my building over here. A lot of people have been blown up by creepers by my house, or by my shop. So I went ahead. Oh, I did have a full stack. So evidently somebody's blowed up part of this again. Not sure where. Probably right here again. But I need some suggestions. What should I sell in my shop? That's what I've been thinking. I haven't kind of got any ideas. I've got quite a bit of saddles and armor. Maybe I should sell horse armor and stuff. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And our little conversation about bullies and bullying. Why don't you tell me and tell everybody about some of the stuff that you've been bullied about and how you dealt with it and whatnot. You can just put that in the comments below. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And see you on the next episode. Goodbye.